Do you guys think that Lindsay Clancy is gonna know about us? Do you think we'll ever become her friends? Is she gonna thank us?
The last couple of weeks, my whole For You page on TikTok has been taken over by the Lindsay Clancy case. And I had no idea what this was about. Every time I would go on TikTok, whether it was a live, a scroll, everybody and their mom and their dog and their cat has been talking about this case. And I thought to myself, what even is this case about? So I decided to do some research to find out what is going on. And then I discovered that everything is a lie. Everything, every single bit of information that I was finding was just lies. And I was like, what is going on? What is happening? And so today I decided that we could go over some of these videos and find out what the hell is going on TikTok. But before we get into the video, hi, my name is Sadia and I like to talk about anything and everything pop culture. So if you're interested, don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget to follow me on TikTok and Instagram as well. Let's get into it, okay? Now, this case is pretty straightforward. According to court records and the trial that is currently going on, it's about a mom who tragically killed her 3 children and then tried to take her own life. And this happened in 2023. And now 3 years later, the trial is going on. And that's why everybody is talking about it, because it's happening right now. Now, the trial that is currently going on is not about whether she killed the children or not. No, that's not what it's about. She did it. She admitted to it. Her defense is pursuing an insanity defense, right? Why she did it. They're arguing that she was going through postpartum depression and she was prescribed up to 13 different medications. And because of that, she went into a psychotic break, and that's why she killed the children. That's what the case is about. Why she did it. Was she in the right state of mind or not? That's what the trial is about. But not according to TikTok. They have turned this into a conspiracy. They think that the dad did it, right? They're coming up with all kinds of different excuses. They're saying the judges don't know what they're doing. The police officers don't know what they're doing, but they know what's going on. And they have just turned this whole case into a circus. And that's what's pissing me off, because the reason I originally started this is because I wanted to find out what is going on. What is this case even about? Because I just kept on seeing these videos of this woman without context, right? And I'm like, what is happening? And I was seeing pictures of the dad and people making videos about him and everyone saying he did it. And I was like, this is interesting. I was like, there's a case going on where a dad killed his kids, but somehow the mom is the one who's going to go to jail. How is this possible? How could this happen? Turns out it's all a lie. And today I wanted to go through some of these videos. These are the videos that I personally saw that came across my For You page, and I fell for them. I believed them until I decided to just do a simple Google search. And I was like, wait a minute, something is off. Something is off.
Patrick Clancy hated his wife. Here's why. He was very aware that his wife was suffering from postpartum depression and postpartum psychosis, up to the point where she had to quit her job. And instead of letting her rest and recover, he fired the nanny. Because he's like, why would I need the nanny when my wife is home and she can take care of the kids? Mind you, she has expressed thoughts of harming them, harming herself, and she couldn't sleep.
Okay, first of all, crazy way to start the video. Patrick Clancy hated his wife, okay? But for some context, Patrick Clancy is Lindsay Clancy's husband, right? The woman who killed the 3 children. They had the 3 children together. This is the husband. She starts off by saying that he fired the nanny knowing that she was struggling, and she expressed thoughts of self-harm to him. Wrong. He did not fire the nanny. According to the nanny's testimony, she testified in the trial that's currently going on right now. She said that Lindsay told her that she would be quitting her job and she would not be returning to work, and that she was going to stay home with the kids, and that they didn't need a nanny anymore. And so the couple together decided that they were going to take care of the kids, with Lindsay being the full-time caretaker since she was not working anymore. And she said she left on wonderful terms. This is in her testimony. She testified to this. So we're already starting off the video with a big fat lie. Okay, but let's keep going. Let me give her the benefit of the doubt.
Everyone knew Lindsay was struggling because her father-in-law was like, yeah, I'll take care of the kids so you guys can have a night off. And you know what Patrick said? He said, no, we got it. She can take care of the kids.
Okay, you know what? Maybe I judged her too hard, because that one is actually true. The father-in-law did offer to help with the kids, and Patrick said, no, we're good. We don't need your help. That one is true. Okay, maybe I'm being a bit too harsh. She's actually going to come through in this video and give us some facts.
There are no excuses, because you know at this point your wife is mentally unfit to watch your kids alone, and yet you'll go on a 2-day trip to New York to go have a bros night, and then when she's hospitalized, you're going to go on a ski trip. Make it make sense.
Okay, girl, you lost me, because what are you talking about? That's a lie. That's a big fat lie, right? The murders happened in in January of 2023. He went to New York in November of 2022. This was before she told him that she was having intrusive thoughts. Another lie. And to the ski trip that she's talking about that he went on, he didn't go on this ski trip by himself to party. You know who went with him? Their oldest daughter, right? He took the oldest daughter for a day trip to a local skiing place and came back the same day. And also, this ski trip happened on January 16th, 8 days before the murders. She was not hospitalized. What are you talking about? She wasn't in the hospital. She was home with the other kids. Oh my God.
And his new wife looks like his old wife. And he got married to his new wife 4 months after the whole ordeal. There's no one more dangerous than a man who wants a new life. I think he tried to stage a double homicide. He did not think that she was going to live, and now this is all about to blow up in his face. That's what I think happened. What do you guys think?
What do I think? I think you're a liar because he did not get married 4 months after the whole ordeal. He got married in 2026. 3 years later. Do you know how much of a stretch it is for you to say that he got married 4 months after the murders happened? Again, you could easily Google search this. This is available online. This is public information. And for you to get up there and lie and then have the audacity to end the video with, what do you think? What do I think? Oh my God, I think you're stupid. Anyways, that was the first video. Lies, lies, and lies. Let's go to the second video. Maybe they're gonna give us some useful information about this case and some facts. I'm looking for some facts right now.
So I wasn't super aware of Lindsay Clancy until her trial started. And once I found out that her husband is already remarried with another child, less than 3 years since his wife allegedly murdered their 3 children, I was like, lock him up. Lock him up. He was already remarried within 4 months of his children passing away. And
girl, I was with you in the beginning. The fact that you started off with the fact he got married less than 3 years after the whole incident, I'm like, yes, you're right. Is that a bit shady? Is that a bit weird? Yes, that is weird. But again, why does everybody keep saying 4 months? That is not true. Listen, I get it. Is it weird that a man who lost his 3 children and his wife potentially, because now she's going to prison for the rest of their life, who killed their children, is that a bit strange that he got married 3 years after the whole thing happened? Yes, it's a bit off. It's a bit weird. But does that make him a murderer? No, it doesn't. Also, it was not 4 months.
And a significantly traumatic experience. This wasn't an accident. It was supposedly quote unquote deliberate. And when I found out that when the police arrived at the home, he said she killed the fucking children. That was his how he expressed himself. I was like, nope, there's more to this. This situation is completely unfathomable. How can you experience seeing your children like that and like processing at moment that something horrific has happened, regardless of who is to blame, and express yourself like that? And then be like, oh, 4 months later, remarried to the person he was having an affair with. Nope, there's something really, really odd there.
For some reason, a lot of these people are hung up on this one thing that he said, right? When the police showed up, he said she killed the fucking children instead of saying she fucking killed the children. And to them, that means that he did it. Let's use our brains for a second and put yourself in his shoes. You just come home and you found out that your wife has killed your 3 children, right? What would you do? What would you say? Bro, the shock alone, like you say crazy things and that is not even a crazy thing to say. She killed the fucking children? That's not that crazy. That doesn't make you a murderer. And again, with the 4 month thing, he did. Where are they getting this from?
And not only was she failed, she was significantly failed. And a lot of the things don't make sense. And I still haven't decided whether they don't make sense because it is a unfathomable situation that is being led by 2 people who were not making, one who was like clearly like in psychosis, a really bad case of postpartum depression who was consistently failed. So like the actions don't make sense because there is no sense to them, or do they not make sense because we don't have the full information and the story that was presented to us is not real? Just
because it doesn't make sense to you doesn't mean it's not true, right? Just because you're too stupid to understand it doesn't mean there's some big conspiracy going on, right? The fact that you started off with, I don't know if this is a case of postpartum depression and she was in psychosis, just saying a whole bunch of logical things and like things that actually happen and then saying, or maybe it could be. No, there's no maybe. That's what happened. That's what she's saying happened. That's what the case is about. That's literally what it's about. What do you mean? Or you can't just make up your own. This is not a movie. You can't just pick your own ending. You can't just tweak things. This is real life, right? A lot of these people, they think that just because something is on TikTok, it's entertainment. Like this is real life. This has happened.
Lindsay Clancy, despite everything, was left alone for periods of time with the kid. Like Patrick Clancy was not a present parent whatsoever, and he did not like her at all. He was, for me, like I felt like a lot of the behaviors that people mentioned on top of the cheating and how he treated her, like through all of this, was like very abusive.
He was having an affair. What are you talking about? There's no evidence of this. There's no evidence of him cheating anywhere. Lindsay herself has never said he cheated. Where are you getting this from? That's the thing that's confusing me about these people. Like, somebody could just make up a lie on TikTok and everybody just runs with it. It's crazy how fast misinformation spreads. And again, all you have to do is just go on Google. Just go on Google and type this. According to the court documents, there's no proof of him cheating on his wife. Now, who am I to say that he 100% never cheated? I don't know, but there is no proof. So for you to say that with certainty and be like, oh, the evidence of him cheating, there is no evidence of him cheating. There's literally no evidence of him cheating. So I don't know where you're getting this from. And there's no allegations of abuse either. Again, I don't know where you're getting that from. This is dangerous. You can't just spread misinformation about somebody abusing their spouse.
Didn't seem to necessarily just be present, not only as a father, but as a husband or in general. It was not a support system to her whatsoever. So when you really think about it, like, does that necessarily mean that he did this? No, it doesn't, right? But does it kind of raise your alarms a little bit? Yeah.
No, it doesn't raise any alarms because like 90% of the stuff you've said in this video are just lies. You just got up on the internet and just decided to lie and then say, that was a red flag. There was no allegations of cheating or abuse. Lindsay never said he abused me. So I don't know. What are these alarms? Like, where are you getting them from?
I've also seen other people mention, which I think is not mentioned enough, is a lot of the story, right? Because she was drugged and whatnot, is based off of his own accounts and where he decided to place the blame because she doesn't remember what happened. And it's very similar, and to an extent, to the Chris Watts case, where he blamed his wife for the murder of the children and herself. And a lot of the story and a lot of the investigation started out that way, based off of his own accounts, until more evidence came out. And it's just something to leave you guys with. Let me know what you think in the comments.
No, it's not. It's nothing like the Chris Watts case because again, he didn't kill the children. He didn't do it. That's the difference. The difference between him and Chris Watts is Chris Watts did it. He killed them. There was evidence. He was a suspect from the beginning. We watched the video. We saw everything happen. And the fact that they all end the video with, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what do I think? What do I think of what? Again, the lies. It's actually so crazy to me how again, this video had a lot of views and a lot of comments, and all the people are in the comments just agreeing with this bullshit and saying, oh, can you believe it? Can you? The funniest thing about this is the fact that Julia Fox commented he should be in jail. And then when I went to find the comment, could somebody put the picture in the comment section? The comment was deleted. She deleted the comment, girl. It blows my mind that people can get up on the internet and just lie and just spread misinformation and you do not feel any guilt. Again, this is real life. These are people's real lives. He should sue you guys. You're just, oh my God, this is crazy. Oh my God. But anyways, let's go to the last video. This one is a bit different because again, like I said, a lot of these people, they think that this is not real life. They think that for some reason, this is just entertainment, that they're in a movie. This is just a Netflix documentary to them.
Do you guys think that Lindsay Clancy is gonna like know about us? Like that we're all here like standing behind her? Like is she gonna ever find out about us? Like her little army? Like do you think we'll ever become her friends? Like will she talk to us? Is she gonna thank us? Like I don't think she'll ever know like what happened and how like we rallied. She has like this is more supportive than I've ever had any friends be in my life. Sorry guys. But yeah.
I think that last video actually made me realize like we're not dealing with normal people. These are insane people. This is what happens again when you give everybody access to the internet, when you tell everybody they have the right to express their thoughts and their feelings and that everybody can just say whatever they want and that we all deserve free speech, right? And that we don't believe in censorship. No, I think stupid people 100% should be censored. Why would she know about you? Why would she be friends with you? She's going to jail. She's not going to be released. Either way, she's still going to go to jail. Why would she? Thank you for what? Thank you for what? If anything, if I was her, I would be pissed off. Listen, I understand that there's a history of men killing their wives and their children. It's mostly men who do this, but women are capable of killing people too. Women murderers exist. You know that, right? Also, the fact that this man lost his wife, his children, he lost everything. He lost his whole family in one day. And now he has to relive the trauma and he's tried moving on with his life. And everybody is now saying that he's the one who did it. Do you know how crazy his life must be right now? He's probably thinking to himself, like he's living a nightmare. His life is my worst nightmare. But a lot of these people, they're not thinking about that. This is just entertainment to them, because if you actually maybe came through with the facts and then you sat me down and you made a video and you try to explain to me like, yeah, this is off, this off. Because a lot of people are saying there's a lot of things about this case that don't make sense. That's one thing. But to spread misinformation, a lot of the videos that I saw, it's just filled with lies. None of it is true, because again, this is just entertainment to them. They're in the comments like, smile, y'all, we're going to be in a Netflix documentary. And the worst part is, they could have been a lot of great conversations about this case, and specifically things like postpartum depression and how a lot of women struggle with that, a lot of mothers struggle with that. They could have brought awareness to that. We could have been having conversations about this, but no. Instead, let's just make a bunch of TikToks lying and just spreading misinformation just for the vibes. And this is why I don't watch true crime documentaries. I used to be obsessed with them, like true crime creators. All they do is just sensationalize people's real life trauma and turn it into content and then make money from it. Because a lot of these people, they're getting paid. Anyways, I have a headache from listening to all these stupid people. Let me know what you guys think, okay, in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.